Alright, welcome to my screen. So I'm gonna be showing pairs I'll be focusing on this week. Alright, they are the ones outlined here for sells, and these ones are the ones for buys. So I look at many pairs, but I don't trade all pairs, right? I trade what is ready, and I don't trade what is not ready. And you understand why I say that. So starting with the sales. On NZD card, we are in a bearish trend technically. Why bearish? Because I follow the monthly trend. So if you look very well within the red vertical lines, you see that the market broke the low of the month. Okay, so reversing the trend because initially the market broke the the high of the month to indicate a bullish trend, then reversed immediately for break of the low of the month. Sorry, for a bearish trend. So SDD card is bearish, and currently we are at high levels. I mean, very high. So what I'm saying high levels is that NZD card is more prone to a breakaway. So as long as we register this current level where it is, which is why you see I put that red arrow. Okay, that's the only area I'm gonna look for sells. Okay, in lower to this lower point here. The first target is going to be a second target, but that's the only area I'm going to be looking for sells on NZD card. So if market touches this high, then I'm expecting a bullish, uh, bullish change of direction. So, but for now, it's bearish. Moving on to USD JPY. USD JPY is prone to the downside. At this level or this level. Why this level? Because this is where this is the source. Okay, this is where this pullback was created, and then this is the immediate zone. But this other top level is a low probability area. This is high probability. So if the market registers here, you may decide maybe not to take the trade or maybe risk small on the trade. Okay, but here is more highly probable for a reversal. So what I'm trying to say is if sellers want to come in, this is the best. Here might looking difficult because why am I saying difficult? The market is this zone is close to the high of the month. So the market is more prone, okay, it's more likely to break out and do some stunts around there. And you know that if market just breaks that high, that's gonna lead to a change of direction. So this area is low probability, this area here is high probability for the sell. So I'm more on a sell here than here. If it comes here, I'm just gonna watch. On USD card, pretty much the same thing. So this is going to be a source if the market completes a pullback to this level. Okay, that is if the market breaks the high of the week, making a weekly pullback into this immediate zone. So from the immediate zone, I'm gonna sell, or the market could just continue impulsively on this level to this main target. If the market touches the first TP here, second TP down. But if the market chooses to sell impulsively on this level, then first TP will be down here. So that's what I'm anticipating for USD CAD. For GBP NZD, pretty much the same thing. Okay, the market has initiated a pullback on this zone, so it's either it's here or this area. If market comes in here, that's low probability. So it's still within the range, but I'm expecting the market might break out once it comes to this level. So here is better than this other top. So here is the high probability. Yes, there's still high probability because it's not really close to the high of the month. This is the low probability. Here is high probability for a reversal. Same thing on Euro CHF. Okay, this area is more prone. So you see, I did not mark the top here because it is close to the high of the month. Doesn't mean the market will not sell. It's just a low probability area. So I don't like looking at those kind of areas. I prefer these areas where I know that yes, market works most of the time of them, rather than taking these other areas. Same thing on which it's GBPCHF. However, GBPCHF also is also, I think I made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. It's actually the zone that is supposed to reverse. So if market comes in here, okay, I always look at two zones. First, the zone where the pullback was done, okay, or the zone where the market created a pullback from. So if you look, this zone, okay, was the where market passed and then came back and then created this pullback. So in other words, I would say this zone is the reason this pullback was created. So I like to call this kind of zone the source. Why is it called source? Because this is where the pullback started. Okay, market used this zone to break the high. So any zone that market uses to break or to cause a pullback is called the source. Then the zone after that pullback is called the immediate zone, because the next zone after the pullback was created, now that's called immediate. So this is the immediate zone. So I'm looking for market to just tank from this immediate zone back to the source, first TP there, and then continue downwards to second TP. Same thing on CAT CHF, right? So the top there is low probability. The one where the red arrow is high probability. So I'm expecting the market to actually reverse at the source, because if you look, this is where the pullback was created. Okay, created at this very point. So if market had touched this level, this would have been the source. Okay, but this is the source where the pullback was created. So this is the immediate zone, but the immediate zone is far away from the pullback. So when the further the zone is from the pullback, the more low probable it is that markets, would even sell or buy from there. That's just how I do it. So I like areas that are close to the pullback, not far away, or not about far away, but close to the high of the month or low of the month. I don't take those kind of tricks. Then on ADJPY, as you can see, this is the zone I expected market to sell from, or as you can see, the market did not sell from there. Okay, market just acted like wanted to sell and then bust all the way high. So you can see this is where the pullback formed. So this is the source. Excuse me. This is the source and this is the immediate zone. So since market did not reverse here, market touching here shows me that market is gonna probably break to the upside. But if the market comes back to this level, okay, then finally I would sell. Wait, for now, I'm not selling from that point. Okay, I just wait for the market to come back to this zone and then sell. Okay, but in terms of selling from there, it's not possible. I'm not gonna be involved in. So that's that for that on sales. I'm gonna look at the buy side of the market. So CHF JPY did absolutely well. As you can see, same concept. This is the pullback, so this is the source, and this is the immediate zone after the pullback. So the easiest way to find your source is just, where is the pullback created? Look at the pullback was created here. Okay, where's the immediate zone? Here. So once you found the immediate zone, you can know the source. So this is immediate zone, this is the source. That's it, simple. So even for sellers, this is your immediate zone. Why? Because market tapped this level and then it broke the high of the week. Okay, so this area initiated that pullback. So this is your source, this is your immediate zone, right? So this is another area for sellers, but that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm looking at is the trend of the market. Okay, the market currently is bullish on this pair. So yeah, Market fulfilled the first one, TP1 hit, so we're left with TP2. Okay, TP2 is left. That the market should just go there. But if the market then decides to sell to the downside, you can still look for buys. Okay, still look for buys. Still buy for a buy upwards. Then on Euro AD, likewise, okay, market is just right there. So you see the pullback was created at the source. Okay, you might say this is the source, but no, this is the source. The zone closer to that pullback creation and the zone closer after the pullback creation. That's just how I see it. The zone closer to the pullback creation and the zone closer after the pullback has been created. That's how you. So this is the zone that is very close after the pullback created. So I'm expecting the market to reverse from here, TP1, TP2. Okay, but market registers the zone, you can see very very prone to a breakaway. If market taps here and comes back here, which has not yet happened, but if it taps here and come back, then it's still valid for a buy. So on Euro card, same thing. Okay, on the green level, as you can see, it's at the immediate zone. So I'm expecting that the market should reverse from there upward. Okay, it's a high probability trade. All these ones are high probability trades. Euro JPY also same thing. Okay, so I'm expecting the market will buy impulsively from there after the market hits TP1. Okay, so I'm expecting the market would buy from the second zone here, TP1, from this buy. I'm expecting the market will buy from here upwards to this other zone. It's simple. Same thing on NZD USD. Alright, so NZD USD likewise. I'm expecting the market after creating this pullback. I'm expecting it to use this source or the immediate zone to buy. So that's all for pairs that I'll be looking into this week. So any other pair that maybe along the week, you know, confirms certain zones. Okay, I'm gonna add them and I'm gonna analyze them or review them at the end of the week. Okay, but for going into this week, I'll be mostly focus on these pairs. I may not even take pairs that are gonna confirm. I'm just gonna be more focused on these particular ones as they are high probability. Thank you.